trip up into second position as they come toward the top of the stretch. Smooth Like Straight, and Colonel Liam is bearing down on the outside. Domestic Spending is trying to put it in two and behind horses. From the back of the pack, two Digital Ages in tight traffic there, but finds a way through. And now it is Colonel Liam who strikes the front. Smooth Like Straight, Domestic Spending closing on the outside. They're coming down to the line, and it's going to be very close. Oh, that was tight. Colonel Liam or Domestic Spending, their noses were right on the wire together.
Who won?
Super tight. Another one. We have had some incredible finishes here. Colonel Liam with a saving ground trip along the hedge, then outside took the lead. But Domestic Spending with the charge at the end, and we'll wait for the evidence to get the answer.
That's what's so cool about turf racing.
Yes.
You get these exciting finishes. They're all good horses, and they're so close and so exciting. Colonel Liam making the lead mid-stretch, trying to hold off Domestic Spending on the outside, who comes with a furious rush. Does he get there?
It's a head bump. We still don't know.
No,
Wow.
it's too close.
Holy cow. That could be a dead heat.
It could be.
If it's not a dead heat, it's a 1/16 of an inch.
Even Smooth Like Straight, setting an easy early pace, hung in there hard. He was in the photo as well.
I mean, what a closing kick Domestic Spending has. Another slow early pace that worked to his disadvantage, yet he came flying late.
Look at the saddle. Me cogió yo con el último brinco, pal. Who got it?
They wait. Jerry, when you're involved in a race that close,
He wasn't sure.
do you have a sense?
When you're that close to the next horse, you have a pretty good sense.
And tell him about what jockeys sometimes do.
Sometimes when it's so close you don't know, we'll do what is called saving. So that means if he wins, we split the purse. If you win, you split the purse. So it's all even.
That's when you for sure don't know.
That's right. We saw Todd Pletcher, the trainer of the three. He walked back for another look, still uncertain with the photo. As we look with the three Colonel Liam, the five Domestic Spending with the charge on the outside.
One more time.
So look at the 7.
Whoa.
The saddle slips back on the 7 in the middle of his back.
That looks like a dead heat, but the photo finish camera can discern some pretty slim margins.
Here we are waiting the photo. You heard the fans react behind us as the big screen showed the replay as you were watching of how close the 3 and the 5 were.
If that's not a dead heat, I want to see the photo. It's gonna be really interesting.
But again, the 3 races that we've had on NBC this afternoon, super close. There's the 7 Smooth Like Straight, Jerry, that you'd mentioned before.
It'd be great to get a side shot, but it appears the saddle slipped back farther. Usually they're tight enough and strapped on well enough to where they're up on their shoulders. But this one seems to have slipped back 6 or 8 inches, which is very uncomfortable for a rider and not good in photo finishes, believe me.
Mike, in 2021, when a photo takes this long, it's tight.
We still await to find out if it's Colonel Liam or Domestic Spending.
And what an effort by Colonel Liam. He ran his usual race, saved ground all the way, which is what he's been doing lately. Nice burst to the lead in mid-stretch. Looked like he was...
Come on.
Domestic Spending came rolling.
Sorry, you guys. I don't know what my password
As a
is.
matter of fact, Colonel Liam, he's on the hedge here, and Iran Ortiz had a choice. He could have gone around the horse that was pursuing the leader Smooth Like Straight, but he decided to duck back inside that one, saving a little more ground and then tipping out. So if he wins, that's the winning move right there. He did nothing wrong. He saved as much ground as he could for as long as he could. Even Domestic Spending was inside him and then tips out late. So both riders have to be proud of the way they rode the races, not giving up any ground and just angling out in the stretch.
You speak of Irad Ortiz, the Eclipse Award winner, best jockey in the country the last 3 years, leading riders right now. This is aboard the Smooth Like Straight with Reese Pally in the lead. This is the 7, which is on the inside of that photo.
What does he have, a GoPro on that horse?
Listen, I rode for 30 years. That's making me dizzy.
Wow.
Still no verdict, by the way.
No.
Still waiting.
Boy, just give a sense of what the jock has to do in trying to keep that horse saving the most ground, keep him straight, though, going there down the stretch.
You have to stay so still and yet with your upper body help that horse push forward at each stride that he takes.
You know, if it's not a dead heat, it ought to be a dead heat. Both of them run so well, and they come to the wire so close together. Wow.
But we have sat in this spot and waited 22 minutes for a result. This won't take as long. This is just a simple photo in all likelihood.
Maybe the last time Flavien Prat waited this long for a photo or for an outcome at Churchill Downs, it was the DQ that put Country House on.
Unofficial dead heat? Is that what the board?
Yes,
I think it's going to be.
It's a dead heat. Wow.
Did they call it as a dead heat? What did they say? Who did they say won?
Coleman didn't have it live. I said this got to be really close. And Larry always is dead on.
First, second, third. Wait, it says dead heat.
Colonel Liam and domestic spending in a dead heat in the Old Forester Bourbon Turf Classic. A day of tight finishes and great.
Well, what does that mean in terms of who can?
The Derby is next.
Does that count as first and second, or? Let me try and, if I can figure out what my password is, that would be helpful.
The only thing more frightening than being chased by an eagle, a bear, or a gator is being chased by all three. Meet Caleb Dressel.
Oh, I put in the username wrong.
He's the fastest swimmer in the world. This summer in Tokyo, the only thing he's chasing is gold.
Deepak Chopra is going live with Jay Shetty. Well, good luck with that.
I'm Carly Knaus. I teach first grade at Subuel Elementary in McMinnville. It has been so fun and exciting to have the kids back in school. For teachers, it has brought the joy back to teaching.
All right,
For
let me
students,
see
it's
what it
brought the joy
says.
back to learning. The students have been so good about wearing their face coverings, washing their hands, and social distancing. And I think part of that is because they want to be here so bad, and I have been so impressed with them. We're ready when you are. Not now, Maggie.
That was race 11. Let me look. I'm looking.
Hey, Dad, I forgot to grab something. Come here, Maggie. Come here. Don't worry. We didn't forget about you.
Race 11.
You're into your shows, right? The Office. Now you can be really into your shows with Xfinity. Find your favorites with just your voice.
There is no fire. It was only a simulation.
What? Dwight. Get live sports on the go. He's stealing my scene. And if you have Xfinity Internet, Flex is included. So your entertainment starts at free. So go on. Get really into your shows. You need lotion. Xfinity. It's a way better way to watch.
KGW is now on Roku and Fire TV.
So it goes one. They both
What a
count
day.
as
There's a
one.
little bit of fun. There's a little bit of fashion. There's some great
Wait.
competition as well. We got some pics of some of the folks. Many in the crowd are locals from Louisville.
I
A few
can't
less
tell.
bucket list trips, I should say.
Win,
so
place,
a lot of the
show.
locals are the folks making up the crowd and sharing their thoughts on picks.
Win,
for
place,
the
show.
Kentucky Derby,
I
which
can't
is coming up
tell.
The next race here at Churchill Downs. If it can only match the Old Forester Bourbon Turf Classic Grade 1 race.
I can't. I don't know how to read it because
One more peek at the end.
I can't tell.
To share that in a second. To that end, and we said,
How do I get this out of the way?
It might be a dead heat, and you were exactly right. There is the photo.
But where?
So first and second place money in terms of the purse put together, split evenly.
Oh,
in
that's.
terms of wagering the horse's place.
They put the money
They
together and
win, place,
split it.
Show. So Colonel Liam 283 4280, domestic
Why?
spending,
Where is?
525 4380, smooth like straight. On the lead a good chunk of the way, finishes third at $4.20.
Win, place, show. I
So
still
a
don't
lot
understand
of
how to read that
exotics
chart.
there. So look at the exactas and the tribes and the superfecta. If you had those,
The
job
exacta.
well done.
Wait.
Again, the two, Luis
3 and
Saez up
5 both
64
pay.
shot.
3, 5, 7 pays. 3, 5, 7, 2. That was too fast for me.
So the winner's circle a bit busy here. Domestic spending awaits his turn. After that excitement, all we have for you next is the Kentucky Derby, where Essential Quality remains the 5-2 favorite. Rock Your World, Hot Rod Charlie, and on down through the list. Known agenda, Todd Pletcher, as we mentioned earlier, with Irad Ortiz, sharing that photo, Dead Heat. They are the human connections for the one known agenda, all the way down to Like the King. King Fury scratched yesterday. One of these horses will become the next Derby champion, but how unlikely is it to get to this point as a thoroughbred? Let's take you through the numbers. Since the Kentucky Derby
If I have the
3-year-olds, we're going to go back to 2018.
Where's the other tab?
Over 21,000 thoroughbreds were born across North America. Less than half of those started a race, okay? Just over a third of those won a race. Even smaller number, 83 earned points qualifying to get into the Derby, and 20, or 1 in every 1,000 or so thoroughbreds born in 2018, make it here, one destined for horse racing history later today.
I still don't know how to read that board or where.
His own when it comes to the training of a Derby champion. His 6 wins are tied for the most all time. He and I sat down with another man who's won his sport's biggest event as a head coach 6 times. Patriots head coach, Bill Belichick. Bill, when you go to the races, what is it about racing and about the competition that brings you back?
Just the excitement. It's a very exciting 2 minutes. Don't own them, just like watching them run fast.
They're off in the Kentucky Derby.
It's such an honor, really, to be here with you, Bob, and so much respect for what you've done. And I know racing's a tough profession. You get one shot at it. There's no halftime. There's no timeouts to make adjustments. You know, once they come out of the gate, that's it. You got 2 minutes to win, and that's an incredible skill. I have so much admiration for what you do.
Thank you, Bill. You know, we have in common is that we do get, good players, but we know what to do with them when we get them. And that's the thing, and it's all about results. Except in the Derby, I'm running against 19 teams all at once, That's what makes it the Kentucky Derby so tough and difficult.
Onside kick! Bob Baffert has done it for the 6th time. Touchdown New England.
And the Patriots have won their 6th Super Bowl title. 6 Super Bowls, 6 Kentucky Derbies. How does the appreciation for the accomplishment change as you get to number 5 and number 6?
To me, it gets harder because it's expected of you. We expect Bill Belichick to win the Super Bowl every year.
They both paid for win on place.
He should win, and it's difficult because they don't know what the process was just to get there.
It's just so competitive. There's so many good players, so many good coaches, so many good teams. Each one, I think, I have a little more appreciation for, but also recognize how much harder it is to get that next one.
6-time world champion. Sometimes people get to the top and they stop. But you keep going, Coach, you keep going. What keeps you going?
Oh, I enjoy it. I enjoy every day of it.
Brady under pressure, launching one for the end zone, and it's
There's been a couple weeks that haven't gone so good, but you just snap out of it and bounce back and just turn the page and go on to Cincinnati.
That's right. That's my man right there. I'm like,
wait, I don't
understand. I love every year who's going to be the next star. I'm going to have another American Pharoah, another Justifying. I love coming in the morning. I'm outdoors. I just concentrate on what I have to do and block out the noise, and you'll just continue on and be successful.
You see, as soon as you said block out the noise, that was the biggest smile and head nod I've seen from Bill in years.
I'm going to use that one, Bob. Block out the noise. I love that.
We will be listening for that from a Foxborough press conference sometime this year. Appreciation to both for settling in on this weekend of the NFL draft. Right now, they're at pick 227 in round 6 of the NFL draft. Sometimes you got to go down the list. Randy, if you look at Baffert, he usually has first-round picks, if you use the football parlance, in the Derby. He had a couple who didn't make it. What about the one he has this year in Medina Spirit?
Medina Spirit would not only be Mr. Irrelevant, he'd be the undrafted free agent who bounced around to 5 or 6 different teams and then finally made it to the Super Bowl, right? He sold for $35,000 as a 2-year-old, but that's nothing. As a yearling, he sold for just $1,000. You've got to go back to Cannon Arrow II 50 years ago today to find a Derby winner who sold for so little.
Maybe we'll bring out the whiteboard in 50 years.
And even with all that, though, he was the heavy favorite going into the Santa Anita Derby.
I still don't understand.
Because Bob Baffert's other horses was on the shelf with an injury. But the horse that jumped out to the
7,
early Rock Your World, he'd only run twice
8:20.
on the grass. So kind of suspect, under the radar, if you will. Nobody took him all that seriously. Yet he got into that comfortable rhythm on the front end.
6:20.
As he did on the turf, always close up early. And he just got away from him turning for home. So a bit of a surprise in the Santa Anita Derby, but he's not likely to get that same comfortable trip today in the Kentucky Derby, uncontested on the lead.
Bob thought he'd have the blue chips, if you will, Life is Good or Concert Tour early on in the Kentucky Derby Trail. Those horses not here, but Medina Spirit, Randy said, a late round pick, right?
Yeah, but don't forget, Bob, when Bob first came to the Derby, he had a lot of nondescript horses and did well with them. He's been here before.
Late round picks work out sometimes, like pick 199. I like the Sunday Night Football music, too. Be back at the Derby after this.
All right, I have no idea. I don't know how to read that.
And we're off to run like the wind. Run like we always have. For a race of human wins. Run to the rescue. Run like thoroughbreds. Schools, small businesses, factories. We know full speed is ahead. Run like an icon. Running on electric. Run on ingenuity. Find new ways to do it. Run that help overcome all we've been through. Run around with the kids. And feel like one too. Ford is proud to have helped communities power through these times.
It paid $8.50, and I have no idea why.
We're bringing all our power to help. Because we know this next run will be our best ever.
Hey fellas, we've got to talk. It's about your food. It has spray-on flavor.
If you add them together,
it's time
it's
for fresh food that belongs
$6.20.
in the fridge next to our food. Now, who's hungry?
If you divide by 2, that's $3.10.
Tax-smart investing.
But it paid $8.50. I don't understand.
Twins.
Grandparents. We want to put money aside for them, so change in plans. All right, let's see what we can adjust. Maybe closer to the twins.
Changing plans.
Okay. Mom, are you painting again? You could sell these. Let me guess. Change in plans?
At Fidelity, a change in plans is always part of the plan.
More than some burritos. Oh, nice.
Oh. Burritos? Get a freshly made footlong from Subway instead, with crisp veggies on freshly baked bread. Just order in the app. Ditch the burgers.
Choose better, be better.
Subway, eat fresh.
T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. And now we're America's most reliable 5G network. To celebrate, everyone can upgrade their experience with the free 5G upgrade. Trade in any working cell phone for a free 5G Samsung Galaxy. And at T-Mobile, when you switch, get unlimited 5G for the same price as a limited plan with the other guy. The free 5G upgrade. Unlimited 5G and a free 5G phone. Only at T-Mobile.
With over 200 flavor notes to discover, every sip of Woodford Reserve Bourbon is a spectacle for the senses.
Now, guys, before I release you, listen up. No butt sniffing, no cheating, okay? Let's make this a fair race. First one to the trough wins, okay? And wins the Kentucky Derby. You guys got it? All right, cool. Here we go. Roots, whenever you're ready. Okay, release the puppies. Guys, not that way. All right, come on up here, buddy. Essential Quality is the winner of the Kentucky Derby, everybody. Look at those guys.
Essential Quality is the favorite. Jimmy's numbers and our numbers are a little different, so don't get messed up by that. Aaron Rodgers is here, as mentioned earlier, along with fiance Shailene Woodley. She starred in Divergent with Miles Teller. Miles and his better half are also in attendance here, and we mentioned now 7-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady, as his Buccaneers continue to pick for talent around him, is able to make a repeat run in about 4 months. The NFL season gets started on a Thursday night in September on NBC. Essential Quality, the favorite, Rock Your World, and Hot Rod Charlie. The next choices, then Known Agenda, Highly Motivated, Medina Spirit, Midnight Bourbon, Not Much Move.